All right, starting the stream up again. Salute to Knicks Nation. Thursday night Knicks, another edition of the quarantine stream. CP from the Knicks Fan TV. My man JL's from the Nick of Time Show. On tonight's episode, we're going to talk about Leon Rose's first hire. We're going to tell you everything that you need to know about Brock Aller. We're going to talk about Clyde's comments on MJ's The Last Dance. Clyde's comments about Michael Jordan. Took a lot of people by surprise. A lot of people weren't too happy about that while they were watching The Last Dance. So we're going to react to that. And we're going to talk about, JL, some of the more bizarre Knicks what-ifs in the history of the game. Some of the most bizarre Knicks what-ifs in the history of the game. Magic Johnson's name came up with the Knicks earlier this week. Mike Vorkenol's article with The Athletic. So we're going to get into that as well. How you feeling, bro? How's everything going, man?
Man, all things considered, I'm all right, man.
Yeah.
Got some new content that just came out. Everybody's watching the last. I don't know. Did you watch? I don't know if you watched it. You watched the last
KOT show? I didn't get a notification on it.
Oh no, not that. Not the Last Stand. And
I know
we wasn't allowed to watch it, so I'm not sure. and guys, go with Knicks Fan TV because my stream's not working. So go with Knicks Fan TV. But yes, all things considering, not too bad.
Yeah, man.
Still here, still alive, still healthy, still kicking.
Still here, bro. Still here. All right, so let's get into it, man. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hope everybody's doing okay. So Jay Ellis, Brock Aller from the Cleveland Cavaliers will soon be named in an executive position by Leon Rose and the New York Knicks. Aller has been known to be a capologist with the Cavs. Is said to have a good relationship around the league, a good reputation around the league. And in this article from CBS Sports, Sam Quinn, he kind of highlighted, it's kind of hard to get a lot of information on these type of executives, right? So not really the GM or the president. It's more of a low profile role. But what we do know, like we said, is that he's a capologist. What this guy, Sam Quinn from CBS Sports, noted was how he structured the roster for the 2014-15 season to be able to sign LeBron James. Right? In this article, it says they were the first and only team in NBA history to sign a max free agent and pay the luxury tax in the same season. They were able to do that they got LeBron by dumping the contracts of Jarrett Jack, Tyler Zeller, and Sergei Karasev. But the true marvel was a midseason trade of Timothy Mozgov. It says by Brian Windhorst, Cleveland executed a number of stepladder trades over the course of 3 months in order to create a trade exception big enough to absorb Mozgov. And so in essence, they traded multiple small salaries for a single bigger one, which was Keith Bogans, that they could later dump for cap space.
Yeah, hold on 1 second, CP. Somebody said the KFT says private. I don't know what that means, but that's what they want to use.
My KFT says private.
Yeah, I mean, it says Knicks Fan TV says private. When I told them to go over to your stream, so I'm not sure what that means. But.
We're up and running. I mean, we got people in my chat, cool. Going through. So yeah, we should be good to go. So anyway, yeah, this is the guy that we got, man. Well respected around the league. Known to be able to navigate the cap wisely, but what people are saying is that his role will be larger than just a capologist. That he's gonna be helping in finding talent, structuring the organization, structuring the front office. What do you think about that?
I don't know. It just makes me all nervous, CP. It makes me all nervous to see new guys coming in with new roles that they've never done before. It just feels like one big experiment. I want to see people who kind of done things in other organizations and found some success and bring them in instead of just having guys kind of figuring out a new role here. Like, I don't know, I feel like it feels like a pastry dish right now. It doesn't feel like, a direction. And I'm not trying to be super negative or anything, but it just doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't feel right to me.
I mean, listen. I'm gonna let it marinate. Like I said, it's hard to really gather. It's hard to really make a decision based on what you read about people like this. Like I said, it's good to hear that he has a good reputation around the league. Good to know that he can navigate the cap. Obviously, Leon Rose, that's not his forte, right? His forte is going to be the relationship building, his relationship with the current players, and putting together that front office. So I'm going to give him some time right now to get his team together. He's trying to get the best and brightest in the business. I think turnover in the front office is a good thing. I can't see it being a bad thing based on what we've seen here over the past, 20 years with who being in power. So let's see. Hopefully it shakes things up. One thing we do know is that Allen Houston will be a part of the organization in one way, shape, or form.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's one thing listen, he's been with the organization for so long. He's kind of been like a pseudo GM, assistant GM a few times and done well with the Westchester Knicks. So it's going to be interesting to see what he does now and what kind of role he actually plays under the Leon Rose.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. The GM still hasn't been named. And, that's another thing. As we get closer to the lottery is supposed to be a month from today. Will it be that same date? We'll see. I don't see why they wouldn't, based on the way things are going. I think they can still have the lottery regardless of if they feel the league is going to come back or not. But we haven't heard anything about scouts, about GM. Does that mean that Perry and company is sticking around for the War Room? Never know.
Yeah, you just don't know. Like, I don't know. From what I read, it seems like Perry's team might not stick around, even though to me it still makes sense to have the scouting team here, because they've been kind of evaluating the team all year. And it might be worth having around as a starting point, but who knows? Who knows if this new capologist is even going to have a say into the scouts that are going to be with the Knicks this upcoming season.
Yeah. The time will tell, man. Time will tell. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for your boys. CP and J Ellis in the building. Phone lines up as well, 657-383-1509. If you want to call and chop it up with us, we'll definitely be here. You guys want to talk draft, free agency, anything you guys want to talk about, man, we're definitely here. All right, J Ellis, let's get into this next topic, The Last Dance. What everybody in America seems like they were watching. Well, I was watching. I can't speak for all Knicks fans, JLs, but seemed like the country was watching The Last Dance on Sunday. And, it was interesting because I didn't know they were going to have this this part with Clyde. And so basically, they're going from his rookie year and getting impressions around the league of him. Obviously, first of all, it's well made. Whether or not you're a Jordan fan, it's so far it's a well put together documentary. And so they're showing like his meteoric rise from his rookie year at UNC on through to the draft, and then they go to NBA players and executives to get their thoughts on him. And so Clyde was basically like, he's not a 7-footer, so he's not gonna carry a team in the NBA. So now, as soon as that happens, I'm like, shit.
Clyde was shooting shots early, man.
Oh man,
he's the same guy,
bro. As soon as that I watched it on the TV, I said, oh boy, go check the Twitter waves, getting ripped. Clyde is a fool. Clyde is a clown. No wonder the Knicks. Then the haters try to tie it back to the Knicks record. No wonder the Knicks been so trash.
Come on, Clyde had shit. Stop it. All right.
It's just ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous, man. I don't know. What did you think of the comments?
When I first read it, I'm just like, I didn't blame him for like. It's not. The NBA then is not like the NBA now. The NBA then, I feel like you had to have a big man in there punishing people to do things because like the rules have changed. 3-pointers weren't valued as much, so everything was post up and passing out the post and just going inside and punishing people. I don't really blame him that the game has changed right now. That statement is astronomical and crazy because big men have to shoot threes right now, and you pretty much need a wing to win something. But back in the day, like he needed the big man to win. He won with his big man Willis Reed. So
with Willis, you know what I mean? And that's all I thought it was. Like people are so, I understand this is one thing to idolize a play, but you have to like put it into context that this is the 80s. It's the big man era. We talking about Kareem. We talking about Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain. Wes Unseld. You know, we talk about Willis Reed, like, you know, Moses Malone.
Exactly.
I mean, it was a big man dominated era. You know, you can't blame Clyde for that. So, you know, I just thought that the reactions was just so marked out for MJ that people really stopped doing their homework on like what that era was all about.
That's what it is sometimes when you talk about comments in different eras. Comments in the 90s, you can say certain things in the 90s that if you said that today, you would be canceled. Yeah. Like eras change, perception change, and the world kind of, you know, shifts, and it just is what it is, man. Whatever is the things that were acceptable or the viewpoints of people 30 years ago, not even 30, 50 years ago, are definitely going to be way better. Like women wearing skirts above their knees was considered slutty in like 1970, right?
Things change. Things change and evolve, and the game certainly has. So, you know, I just thought that was funny. But even in the article, because Berman interviewed Clyde to talk about that, his comment, and Clyde still wouldn't name MJ the GOAT. He says you still got to look at a guy like a Wilt Chamberlain just because of the way that they changed the game for Wilt.
You know. Once again, that's a generational.
It's a generational thing, man. Listen, the OGs in any part of life, whether it's basketball, sports, life, you know, hip hop, music, the OGs are always gonna feel like their era was the most dominant, you know, and they're always gonna be reluctant to give credit to those that come after them.
Absolutely,
you know, so
absolutely. This is like a Jay-Z Lil Wayne debate I was having like years ago, and I'm just like, well, Wayne learned from Jay. Like, what do you? But you know, it's a different era. I have to step back. Like, this is a different era.
It's a different era. But you know what, too? It's like, look at how that draft played out in '84. Olajuwon went first. Nobody said anything.
Well, Olajuwon is still an All-Star Hall of Fame.
Right, but what I'm saying is the priority there was still on the big man. Right. And even Portland, you know, people shit on Portland for taking Sam Bowie, but they have to think that Clyde Drexler was taken the year before that. So they weren't, you know, MJ wasn't certainly a slam dunk for Portland when they already had Clyde Drexler. They had Bill Walton at the time who was broken down. So he ended up leaving and they had to replace him. So I don't even think that the picking of Bowie over Jordan was that crazy if you look at how Portland was trying to build their team. And again, through the theory of the big man, you know, being that complementary or that piece that you build around.
That still might be crazy.
That still might be crazy. Because on top of that, Sam Bowie, by the time he even left college, he was already broken down. And in an interview, they said that he lied on his physical to the Blazers.
Oh,
yeah, like remember when the doctor would hit you with the little hammer? I don't think they do that no more. I'm not sure. Maybe they do, but when they to test your reflexes or something like that, he said in an interview that they were testing his pain with the hammer, and he lied and said that nothing was wrong. And meanwhile, he had a messed up fibula the whole time.
Oh wow! So he's saying they hit him with the hammer and he hit him with the glory tears, trying not to cry.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, it's just crazy. It's just crazy, bro. So, Last Dance, you know, 1 and 2 it was pretty good, man. It's pretty good so far. I think, you know, a lot of the stuff, like you knew Pippen was disgruntled, but I think watching that, you didn't really realize how much they were jerking him with his contract.
Oh yeah. Who's their capologist? Maybe we should have him.
Shit. I mean, you know, with Jerry Krause and Jerry Reinsdorf, they had it ironclad with the contracts. They were like, yo, listen, once you sign these contracts, don't come back to us to renegotiate. And like Pippen had signed like a 7 or 8 year deal.
Yeah.
You know, so that he had already outplayed like within 5 years. He had, you know, 4 or 5 years, he had outplayed it. And they refused to pay him. Krause told Phil that he was not going to bring him back after that 9-8 season. Mm-hmm. They broke up the team.
It definitely broke up the team, man. That was a heartless GM, man.
Yeah,
That was
broke up the team. I mean, it's easy to crap on him, but at the same time, you got to think like, listen, he put that team together as well. Twice.
Absolutely. I mean, at the time, you can see their thinking, though. You can definitely see their thinking when you have these aging vets and you're at the end of the road and you try to flip some of these guys for pieces so you can reload quicker. But
yeah,
man, is the route in which they did it though was kind of grimy. He's like,
yeah, it was grimy. This is a grimy side of the business, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's the grimy side of the business, man.
It was interesting Jordan's reaction too when he was like, Pippen was. What was he saying? He was like, Pippen wasn't thinking about the team.
Mm-hmm. He was thinking about himself because basically he came and he milked it along the season. He waited to get his surgery, his ankle surgery, and basically milked along the rehab because he wanted a deal. Then he told him, trade me.
Mm-hmm. I don't blame him.
Don't blame him. Can't blame him, man.
I don't blame him.
And then they I love how they it wasn't in like chronological order. They would start at 97 or 98 and then take you back in time to show you why he was thinking the way he did or why he became a certain way. So I thought that was pretty hard as well.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah,
I've heard those stories before too, but it was interesting seeing narrated to dramatic music.
Yo, when they had him doing this the 63 against Boston and they had the LL on the background. Come on, man. That was crazy, man. How he torched the Celtics. They had Bill Walton trying to guard him, Bird, McHale, Dennis Johnson. Cooked up Dennis Johnson, one of the best defenders in NBA history.
Man.
Yeah.
He did it all. It was like, and you watch the way he did it, it was like, man, not too fancy. He just had the athleticism and just
destroyed him.
Just
absolutely destroyed him. After playing golf.
Like
after playing golf with Danny Ainge the day before.
Crazy.
And so it was funny, we always talk about how the guys in the old days weren't all chummy. But you got MJ playing golf with Danny Ainge the night before a game, the day before a game, and then goes down and drops 63 on him. That's crazy.
No mercy.
Yeah, it's crazy. And how about the fact that in his second year, when he breaks his foot, we knew he broke his foot, and obviously that he would come back later on and they make the playoffs and his performance against the Celtics. But the extent to which the organization was so frayed as far as their relationship with him in terms of how to go about his rehab. Because basically they had the doctors had prolonged the rehab. Yeah. MJ ends up leaving. He goes to UNC to rehab and ends up playing games. They didn't know. They didn't know he's playing basketball at UNC. Yo,
that could never happen today.
Man. Nah. Could never happen. Never
happen today.
Nah.
Secretly work out.
Yeah. So he comes back from UNC, and then basically they find out that he's rehabbing and playing basketball at the same time. They put him on load management to the point where they're threatening to fire the coach if they play him over a minute at certain periods of the game. It was crazy.
Yeah. He was limited to 7 minutes a quarter.
Yeah. It was crazy, man. But yeah, it's pretty good. But I heard it all leaked. Last Dance all leaked out. So I don't know if I'm gonna wait for everybody, but I might take a quick view this weekend, man.
I mean, do what you gotta do. Hey, whatever. If you heard us enough, you can watch the league.
Yeah, absolutely. Wade, he said, they wanted a tank, and that was it. They wanted a tank. He's pushing for the playoffs, and people felt like from that point, and that's 1986. From that point, his relationship with the Bulls was strained.
Crazy. It was. I'll let you know, it's like, how important is relationships really? It's like
facts.
Like, relationships are strained in these organizations, but back in the day, you have a strained relationship and win like 5 and 6 rings.
You had no idea. You had no idea what was going on because it wasn't in the social media time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
You had no idea what was going on to that extent.
Yeah, and you can say the same thing about Shaq and Kobe. Like you heard, their relationship was strained too, but they was, they was getting all the rings. So like, how important this relationship is really? Like, I'm starting to think you might need to hate somebody to win.
It's tough business, man.
Yeah,
tough business, bro. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Phone lines are up. What's the number again? 657-383-1509.
That one.
Call us up. We got we had Spencer on last week. Spencer on Sunday. Salute to Spencer for coming through on the show. Kira Lewis, JL, has entered the draft.
Okay.
Kira Lewis Jr. made it official, entered the NBA draft. So somebody to keep our eye on, a possible target with the Clippers pick.
Okay. Shout out to Kira.
Yeah, shout
out
to
Nick.
Kira.
Possible Nick.
Potentially. You never know. Although I think they would have to make a trade, probably trade up to get him. From what you're reading, he's not going to be there at 27, definitely.
Yeah, right here. We'll see.
Yeah. He won't be there at 27, so they would have to maneuver. And then speaking of trades, people kind of took Begley's comments about the Knicks feeling good about using their picks to trade as if they were definitely going stargazing, which I didn't see.
I don't think, man.
Yeah.
I don't see how that happens. When I read that, I was like, really? What delusions of grandeur do you have? Like, unless you really planning on trading RJ and Mitch, RJ or Mitch or both with the pick, because I don't really see that happening.
I don't see it happening, man. I don't see it happening. It's I think he was just saying, listen, it's just the obvious that with 7 draft picks, of course, you're going to have the flexibility to make moves. I don't think anybody was really expecting them to keep all 7 picks or intend for them to draft all 7 players. It's just the ability to have that flexibility where you either use the pick and maybe you get a super talented player that adds to your roster, or you package that up with somebody else on your roster and look to upgrade the talent. I don't think it's necessarily to say that it's imminent. It's just to say that they have the flexibility. They have a good cachet right now.
Now, I agree. Yeah, they're right. Yeah, they do have this flexibility, but the timing just doesn't really seem right now unless you just get lucky for real, where somebody is strapped for cash, because the cap flexibility is not looking as good because of the whole Rooney thing and everything, and the Knicks have flexibility, so maybe we can steal somebody that way.
Yeah,
that's the only reason. That's the only way I can see that happening. Is like,
I don't see it happening just yet.
Yeah,
just yet.
But yeah, I don't see it happening just yet, like you said.
Yeah, I don't see it happening. But
and the only reason I'm saying that is because my blind hope theory of stealing a certain Ingram from the Pelicans.
That's what you looking at.
Yes, I'm like, hey, the cat drop. Yeah, I love Drew Holiday so much.
Never know.
Y'all love Drew Holiday so much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Y'all said y'all was going to trade him at the deadline, and you realized he worked well with Zion. Now you want to keep him. When the Ingram talking about they didn't want you, they extended everybody but you, boy.
Listen.
Front load that contract heavy.
Boys and bill that contract, man. Boys and bill that contract for Brandon Ingram, man.
What you gonna do, pal?
I mean, it's not impossible. Certainly not impossible. I think shout out Knicks Film School, Jeremy Cohen. I think he was saying what you could try to do is max him to a 2+1. A 2+1 deal. Where he would have the option of being an unrestricted free agent within 2 years. That's the only way. Like, the Pelicans would probably try to match any deal, but if their thinking is that if they match that and he takes a short-term deal where he could be an unrestricted free agent, then they could potentially lose him again in 2 years. Slim, very slim, very, very minuscule chances, but that's pretty much the chance. That's a chance if you want to.
I need to read that Cohen.
Yeah.
I need to read that article.
The two, like I said, the two people I'm hoping can slide as cap casualties, quote unquote, is Harris and Bertans.
Okay.
Bertans
Shooting in here, honestly.
Oh yeah, we need that shooting, bro. We need that shooting, man. We need that shooting. I think Bertans was shooting like 45% from 3 this year.
Wow.
And his catch and shoot numbers were crazy. With the Wizards having Wall and Beal signed to quite lengthy deals,
you think he can shake loose?
I think he can. I think you're probably gonna have to overpay. But for the Knicks, like, who cares? Like, we're not getting Giannis or none of these people, bro.
I feel you.
This dude is a gun. This dude is an assassin right now.
I get it. You know what it is? Like, it's all about the years. It's all about the years.
Yeah.
It's all about the years, capologist. Hopefully, because we had Bobby Portis here, who your favorite guy.
Bobby.
Shout out Bobby's World. He shot 40% from 3.
He did.
Before he got to the Knicks. He came here. He didn't shoot horrible from 3.
He wasn't. No, Bobby wasn't bad at all. Like I said, I thought Bobby finished the season well.
He finished very strong.
I'm just not sure. Will they pick up his option at 15?
Right. And all indication says they're not, according to sources.
Somebody in the chat said, with the Latvian connection, Bertans might screw the Knicks. Hey, you might be right. You're right. That's KP's boy. That's his right hand man. That's KP's right hand man. So you never know. But I think, like I said, with Ball and with Wall and Beal signed to those deals, from what I was reading was that, if they're gonna go up to 15, 17 to sign Bertans, they may end up having to pay luxury tax for a team that's still rebuilding. Is that the way the Wizards are really going to go? But it's from what you hear, the owner has no intentions of letting them walk. They would have tried to trade him in February if that was the case.
15? Is he worth 15?
I mean, listen, he's taking a jump. He's taking a leap. He's taking a leap, man.
Is he worth 15? No, that's all, man.
I mean, if Bobby Portis is getting 15, we can get this guy 15 JLs. It's not gonna kill us, man. It's not gonna kill us.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Keep the year short.
Let's be real. If Portis if they gave Portis 15, he's not gonna kill us. I mean, look at his numbers.
45%
Spurs.
45% 3. Okay.
With the Spurs, he's 42%. 42% from 3.
42. That's still amazing.
Last year he shot 42, damn near 43. He averaged 8 and 3 in 21 minutes for the Spurs. I mean, he's going up every year. Every year his minutes is going up, his production's going up. This year was his best year, 15 and 4. 43% from the field overall, 85 from the free throw line.
Damn contract years, we're killing him.
You gotta make a decision, man. I know. Upgrade this team or not. We need the shooting, man.
They definitely need the shooting.
We need the shooting.
The shooting guard, and power forward definitely needs to be shooters.
Bertans is 27. Portis is 25. He's 27.
Prime.
So I'm thinking either him or
Wood
or Harris. Wood. I mean, Wood. I think Wood is definitely an option. I'm talking about like a sharp shooter.
Got it.
That could possibly shake loose, depending on what the Nets want to do, how serious they are about trying to get another superstar in here. Does that allow Joe Harris to shake loose?
True.
And get another gun in here.
Definitely.
And then I'm thinking Danilo.
I was waiting for you to say Galana.
Bring home the rooster, baby. Bring home the rooster.
I'll definitely love Gallo here, yo, just for nostalgia purposes.
Yeah.
I just hope he can stay healthy, man, because it's funny because him and Wilson Chandler, both of those guys I felt like were pretty decent NBA players, but they would have been better than they are now if they were just healthy for consecutive years.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Gallo for actually being healthy for 2 years straight, because he's never really had that.
Yeah, Wilson too. Wilson wasn't too durable himself.
Nope.
Yeah, Wilson wasn't too durable himself.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we had unfinished business with Gallo. You know what I mean? He was a casualty. Mm-hmm. He was a casualty of the Melo saga. He was a good nigga. He was a good nigga. He was growing. We were grooming him.
Exactly, and he was like the future of the NBA before it became popular. Like,
Yo, that I mean, listen, that was D'Antoni
yeah.
prototypical. That was his pick, man.
The stretch four that's gonna open up everything for your guards. Yeah, like he was that guy
Yeah,
before everybody was trying to get one. Now everybody caught up to Gallinari now. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, that's it. And so now they're saying he's probably gonna. Well, he's saying he wants to stay with the Thunder. So we'll see how that goes.
Man, you don't want to stay there.
Bring him home, J. Ellis. Bring him home.
Come home, Gallo.
Bring him home, man. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. We had a couple super chats come in. Danny Thomas sends us a super chat. JLC says, I just learned Wooten is from the same town I'm living in right now. He went to Manteca High School. He's from Stockton, California.
Okay.
Kenny Wooten. CK2K just did a video on Kenny Wooten, as a matter of fact. So salute to Kenny. Salute. Maybe we get to see him next year whenever they start playing basketball.
Yo, shout out to CK. He was hitting up the internet, hitting up the phone. He's like, his internet is all messed up.
Okay.
He with us today. Shout out to him.
All good, man. Salute to CK2K. It's all good. He just survived the earthquake. There was an earthquake in Cali. Salute to everybody in Cali.
What? Oh my god.
Yeah, it was a little one though. It was a little one.
Man, the ground should not be moving at all. All right, I'm little, small. You was in Vegas.
Yeah.
Well, Nevada will last with the.
Hey man, I just let it roll off, man. You just this too shall pass, man. That's how it goes, man.
I'm from New York, where the people move, the ground stays still. All right.
Yeah, to tell you the truth, when I first started going in Cali, bro, it used to cross my mind, like, damn, like, what does an earthquake feel like? I know, like, I never really experienced it, but now that I go, often, I don't really think about it like that anymore.
Great. So you experienced the earthquake in California?
The one out here. Well, the one in Vegas, but I didn't even feel the one in Vegas. I was there. I was there. I just didn't feel anything.
I didn't feel the one in New York, so I'm glad I didn't feel that one, because I would have freaked out.
Yeah, that's crazy. And that one in New York was like that was like people in DC felt it, Virginia, like that went all the way almost down the East Coast.
Sheesh. Yeah, my coworkers was like, "You feel that?" I was like, "Feel what?" It's like, huh?
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
That's crazy.
What other super chats we got in here? CK the artist sends us $2 for Scottie Pippen. So I guess he was a Pippen fan. So CK the artist. CP the artist. Wade E sends us a super chat, $2 super chat, JLs. And Danny Thomas sends us a super chat. I was waiting for the draft talk. This draft talk is going on all over the chat right now. We picked a very random time to go live because it was also the NFL draft. But Giants did get Andrew Thomas, offensive tackle out of Georgia. I mean, listen, I love it. If he can help solidify that offensive line, let's go with it. I couldn't take Nate Solder those 2 years. I know he was dealing with a little personal thing last season, but he was just way too up and down. And they had him as one of the highest paid tackles at one point. So we need to upgrade that offensive line, protect Saquon, protect Daniel Jones, and just one piece. Giants need a lot of pieces. We got a lot of holes to fill, but I like it so far. I like it so far. Got to protect your quarterback, JL. So your quarterback, your running back, and your left tackle got to come up together. They got to come up together and get that chemistry. But so the NFL draft, JLs, they're doing everything remotely. All the GMs are in their homes. All the coaches are in their homes. They got big screen TVs and whatever set up.
Oh man, is that the future of the NBA draft now?
Hey, yes, that's how it's gonna look. And they had the ESPN studio guys set up like us. set up like us, JL.
Everybody got the setup now.
Yeah, man. Everybody got the setup, JL. Welcome to our world. You know what I'm saying? Man. It's a level playing field, baby.
Yeah, man. Now compete, damn it.
It was only a matter of time, JL. We cut them off at the knees, man. It's a level playing field, man.
Ooh.
So yeah, they had that, and then they had the commissioner. He was wherever he was, but behind him, they had a TV with like a Zoom chat with the fans of like each respective team. So I mean, they're trying. They're trying to loop in the fans some way, somehow, and still keep this thing somewhat normal broadcast. They still had the cameras in the players' houses and whatnot. So,
Man,
I don't really think you miss NFL draft. It's too long anyway. They try to stretch it over 3 days now. It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.
Town. Oh, it's that stamina,
it's crazy.
Lord.
It's just too much hype, too much commercials. I could barely watch it. But yeah, I'm happy with what the Giants got. So we'll see what happens tomorrow.
All right, fellow New York team.
Yeah, see what happens tomorrow, man. What else we got here? Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Somebody had sent us a super chat before we went off.
Oh,
and it said that before we went off the first time, and it said that we should come to Atlanta. So yeah, maybe if once we get back to some sense of normalcy, I don't know when that's gonna be, but yeah, we gotta take the show on the road, JLs. We gotta go.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I was like,
yeah,
can we do? It'd be dope if you start getting like a live show.
Yeah, that's what we gotta do. We gotta go to the A, Miami, maybe even Toronto.
Yeah.
Where there's a lot of us. We can go to Philly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we can go to Philly.
Definitely Florida.
Yeah.
I feel like Florida. I feel like there's mad Knicks fans in Florida.
Oh yeah. Miami, we would kill it. Orlando, Atlanta, Charlotte. Could do Charlotte. That would be cool. LA, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
We guys Knicks fans in LA?
You'd be surprised, man. You'd be surprised. Yeah, when I was out, CK's out in LA. You got David Furnick out in LA. You got Sean Shepard in LA. Yeah, we got a cracking in LA, man. When we went out there, we had at least last time I went out there, we had about 12 of us meet up.
Okay.
I'm out from LA. When I went to Summer League, I met mad people from LA. That were Knicks fans. Yeah, definitely heavy out there, man.
Oh, that's what. Yeah, I know there's Knicks fans everywhere, but I want the concentration. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, obviously, down the East Coast, that's kind of like our hub.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's kind of like our hub. So, that's that with that. What else was in the news this week, Jay Ellis? Rich Paul. Did you read the Rich Paul article on Mitch?
There's a new Rich Paul article on Mitch.
Yeah, there's a new one. Came out on the 19th, day before 420.
Okay. Was that talking about his growth? Yeah, I think so. Is that talking about like this growth and? Yes. You're right.
Yeah. What'd you think about it?
It's kind of reiterated what I already think. It just makes you excited about the future of Mitch to see if he can expand his game. Because to me, it's really what it is. Like I just want to see if he can expand his game. Because what I got from that article is that he's working on that, and that's something to come. Like you can possibly see the jump shot coming in that third season. But I just want to see it. I've seen the videos. I'm hyped about it. Mm-hmm. I just really just want to see it, not talk about it, just be about it. And I'm also nervous too because it'll be dope if he expands his game and it works out for us. But Rich Paul is gonna milk us there.
Woo. Oh, the contract, right?
Yeah,
hey,
man.
Listen, that's why he made the move,
Yeah.
Mitch got to do what's best for him, man. That's why he made the move. Clutch, it's a good move.
Yeah.
It's a good move. He went to, if it's not Rock Nation, it's Clutch Sports, it's CAA. You go to the heavy hitters. Mitch certainly outplayed his contract already.
Yeah, which was the point. Thank you, Ninja P.
Thank you, Ninja P. Good job, good work. And so let's see what happens. I like that. This could be agent speak, but Rich Paul did say that he's encouraging Mitch to watch more film. You know what I mean? And study more film while he's off and off in rehab. And so it's obviously he has a game plan for him outside of just endorsements and whatnot. It's still on the court.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense because when Mitch was here, he was kind of he's been like the little face for the Knicks, putting out the little Mitch block party videos. Things that nature. Like he's gained popularity that way. So of course somebody like Rich Paul probably sees something like that and go, hey, I know what to do with this.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he has a lot of ideas trying to take over, take advantage of his personality.
It says he's encouraging him to understand schemes defensively, being very detailed in things like the art of setting screens, art of decision making as a big man, what passes to look for, and how to make proper defensive adjustments.
As Rich Paul's the coach.
Hey, listen, that's LeBron's homie, man. Why, if you could get some of that game, some of that knowledge, why not?
Yeah.
To supplement what you're getting from the team. I mean, I think that's a good move. I think that's a good move for Mitch.
It's a good move too.
Yeah, and obviously when contract time comes, well, we'll see. Obviously, the good thing is Rich Paul and Leon gotta have a relationship, but Rich is gonna do what he got hired to do. He's gonna try to get the highest contract for his client. He's gonna try to get the best deal for his client. So let's see what happens when they come to that fork in the road. I think Mitch is eligible as soon as next summer.
Lord, I'm not ready.
Summer 2021. I think he's eligible to re-up. Yeah,
it's too fast. 2021, because this is first season, second season. It's not 2022. I was hoping it was 2020. Hold on.
No, I think it's 2021, man.
Damn, I think
it's 2021. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. It says Mitch may not become a free agent until 2022, but I think in 21 they're able to extend the deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're able to extend it's a team option.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we good.
They can rework terms after the 2020-2021 season.
So they'll probably they're probably trying to Knicks. I guess the Knicks will probably try to use that time to extend him for as cheaply as possible, since they can see what's coming.
Yeah,
and just try to lock him in and not mess around, even have him hit the open market in 2020.
I think that's what they'll try to do.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's what they'll try to do.
And that's why even Rich Paul was signed this early, because Mitch is probably foreseeing that.
Trying to make that move, man.
Chess moves. I'm nervous, CP.
Let's go through some more super chats. Salute to Robert Paris, friend of the program, J. Ellis. He says, sends a $5 super chat. He says, Gallo, Iggy, Harris, Bogdanovich, Peters. So Robert's outlining his offseason will look like. Gallo.
Okay.
Bogdanovich.
Bang, shooting from outside.
Or Harris. Bogdanovich or Harris.
Or Harris / okay.
Call up Iggy.
All
Peters.
right. Peter. Cool, Peter. I wonder if Peters is a lead guard. He definitely looks great in the G League. The step back looks filthy.
Yeah.
At least the step back looks filthy in like a mixtape situation. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Got to give him a chance. I don't think he's gonna get the chance, but you got to give him a chance.
Yeah, I want to see him in a live game action, man.
Yeah.
Because it seemed like as good as he was playing, they wasn't even thinking about calling him up, which for good reason. We have 37-point guards on the team.
Exactly.
But yeah, I don't know. But at least I know they was gonna call up Iggy. So maybe we will see him some next season.
Yeah, you hope so. You hope Iggy gets some more run next season. Again, it's gonna be fascinating to see how they deal with this stretch four situation, or how they work on getting a stretch four. Will it be in the draft? We've heard the name Jalen Smith out of Maryland, who's hovering around that 27 slot. He's a guy that can knock down a three, but he's also an excellent defender, JL's an elite shot blocker from what you read on Jalen Smith. So is that an option? Is bringing Iggy up? Do you play him at the 3? Do you play him at the 4? What do you do with Kev? Is he at the 3? Is he at the 4? Are you going to pick up Portis's option for $15 million? All right. How are they prioritizing some of the free agents like Gallinari or Bertans? Do they think that, how high are they on their list? I mean, interesting to see, because if Portis leaves, bro, like him or not, that's a huge hole to fill, because Iggy and Knox are still question marks.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Like he really listen. Mike Miller. I like Mike Miller as a coach, but I still feel like he just that did not value shooting at all, and it just seemed like whenever Bobby got in with the group of guys in the second unit, everything just opened up a little bit, just because he was more of a threat just to hit shots. So we have to value that. So I'm hoping that we make the right move and actually get some shooters in here at the forward position, and even the point guard too, whether it be by the draft or whatever.
Need that. Need it, man. Definitely need it. You know.
Yeah, Porter. Somebody says Porter's hurt the team because he's a ball hog, but so was Randall.
So was Randall. I don't think the Randall trade is realistic. I've been saying that. They're not gonna, because you're gonna be selling low on Randall. I don't think there's many deals for him out there like people think. I don't think there's many deals out there for Randall.
I don't know. I think there's something that could be. I think it could be moved, man. I think people can still look at numbers and be like, "Oh, I'll take him." It was just the wrong situation. But I don't know if it's gonna be some big blockbuster trade,
right? And that's why I don't see them doing that. That was their, whether you want to laugh at it, that was their big pickup last season. Let's just be real. So right. I don't think they're just gonna cut their losses that fast. I don't think they'll be that motivated to trade him.
Why not? I mean, I think it's Leon Rose. You know what I mean? I think so. there's once Leon. I feel like once Leon got here, the pressure to like prove that we were right kind of goes away a little bit more.
I feel you. I definitely feel you on that.
You're not trying to prove this point.
Yeah. I feel you on that.
I think that's you might not, trade him for somebody that was big though. And it's not like going to trade Randall for Bradley Beal. I'm not sure that's going to happen, but anything, maybe an extra pick, maybe another move, some class space, another shooter somewhere. I don't know. It could be like a 2-for-1 in a pick or something like that.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Ari's in the chat tweaking. What's going on? Ari, call in the show, man. What are you talking about in the chat, man? I feel like Ari's starting a rebellion in the chat, man.
And it's also Thursday. What else is new?
I can't. I'm trying to find his chats, but I feel like I seen an "I told you so" in there. Something, scrolling through.
Yeah, I'm surprised Serge really fell off the earth, though.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. We haven't heard from Sergio in a minute, man. Sergio, if you're out there, call up. Hope everything is all right, man.
Big facts. I was wondering, what happened to Serge? He was always a guy. No matter what happened, he was gonna show up.
Yeah,
I respected it. So I don't know what happened. Serge, hit us up.
Yeah, man, Serge, let us know, man. Check in with us, Serge. Definitely let us know. What else? Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Danny Thomas sends us a super chat again. JLC says we should trade for Balika from Sacramento. A lot of people like him as well. Maybe he's a person that could shake loose if Buddy or Bogdanovich get retained in Sacramento. Maybe. Yeah.
Okay, maybe I can see that. Because it even seemed like they were trying to be stingy about Bogdanovich towards the trade deadline. I thought for sure they might try to trade him to the Lakers, but I think they turned down the trade.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the Lakers offered, but I thought they would have took it, and they definitely wasn't.
I think people are expecting a Vladdy screw up somehow, some way. So
it's like he's.
I don't think people have much confidence in Vladdy these days, man.
It's like that train is never late. He's gonna do something stupid.
That's it.
That's it, man.
Somebody said throw a DJ Spin That in the chat for Serge. Let's
do it, DJ Spin That. DJ Spin That. DJ Spin That. DJ Spin.
Oh man,
Serge, holla at your boys, man. Hope everything is all right, man.
Big facts, man.
Yeah, man. All right, let's see what Ari got to say, man. Ari, what's going on? What are you doing in the chat, man?
DJ Spin That.
He said he already eaten him, JLs.
Oh man. He's Nas.
Oh man.
Ari is Nas. All right.
What's good? What's good, Ari? How
Alright,
you been
nasty
maintaining?
Ari.
How you been maintaining with your quarantine, man? How you been doing with your social distancing, man?
Is he online? Yo, CP, is he calling? CP, I can't hear anything.
Well, hold on. They say, hold on, Ari, hold on.
About me going off last summer.
Yo, Ari,
And,
hold on, man.
Now
People in the
everyone's
chat were
calling
saying
I
they
was
couldn't
right,
hear you,
so
man.
I called in to basically say that. Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me now, JL? So you can hear him now, right?
Yeah, now I can hear him. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
Before I didn't know he was on the phone. I just
Yeah, man. The people in the chat said they couldn't hear you, man. But yeah, how's everything going with your quarantine, man?
No, the quarantine's all right. I mean, it's very stressful, man, but I can't complain. A lot of people have it a lot worse than I do. So,
Yeah.
you know, I'll stay here ethering people. That's what I'll do. But, you know, all I was saying in the chat is, like, I'm still bitter about, like, last summer when everyone, like, went off on me, and now everyone's laughing about how bad signings were. And it's like, I knew this for a minute, and everyone comes from my head trying to take the throne. I think they know more than me about basketball. And, you know, it's just, you know, I think it's time. The season's over with, right? I think we know who is right. I think it's time I get my due. So I think I deserve some respect. And, you know, that's the major reason why I'm calling.
Be safe, man. Be safe in those streets, sorry.
Yeah, man.
Oh man. He's still not satisfied, JLs. He's still vexed.
He's still vexed.
He's
still
still
got
vexed,
the names
man.
written down.
He still has a grudge, bro. Ari's still holding grudges, man. Even after he got the belt back.
Got the belt, got the W.
Mm-hmm.
Dropped Ether.
Still wasn't
he's
satisfied.
still mad. He still got something to talk about.
Probably got something to talk about, bro.
He got another version to talk, probably.
Crazy, man. Let's go to Delano. What's going on, man? How you feeling, bro?
Hey, what's going on? How's everybody doing, man?
Good, bro.
All right.
Yeah, I salute to everybody in the chat. Y'all know the vibes already, man. Hope everybody's staying safe.
Hit that thumbs up button for your boys.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt. Listen, you know, I'm a little upset because, you know, I wanted to get that job. You know, I thought Leon Rose was going to hit me up, at least for that first get that GM gig. But, you know, it is what it is.
It's all good, man.
Already failed.
But in all reality, though, I was calling to pick on Sergio because, yeah, you're right. I haven't seen him in none of these live streams. And what happened? I thought he was all, you know, whether Julius Randle was good or bad, he was going to show up for his boys.
I don't know what happened to Serge, man. I'm going to hit him up. He messages me on Facebook. I'm going to hit him up and see what's going on, man. Make sure he's good. You know?
I guess too many consistently bad games to do that to you.
Yeah, we got to check on him, man.
Randle.
Definitely got to check on him. You know?
Been the turnover ratio, Randle. That's what we got.
Oh man, and Randall got tight. He started blocking mad people on Twitter, Instagram. Everybody's getting blocked for Randall, man. He got tired of the slander.
That's because that video went
get blocked from Randall. His opponents.
He said his opponents. Oh man, how you feel about Obi, Delano? How you feel about Obi, man? Are you an Obi fan?
Obi's yeah, I like Obi. Obi's an offensive weapon, but like I said, I'm more of I need defense too. And if he can step that up, then yeah, I'm on board with it. But for right now, that's really my biggest thing with Obi. I just want to see more defense being played.
True. Yeah, I agree, JL. So that's the only thing with Obi is how will he defend at the next level?
Yeah,
you know.
At least need to get this post. At least need to get that post game. If anything, defend the post. If anything, just don't skip leg day. hold down these bigs, and defend the post. The stretch
He
four
said,
thing.
"Don't skip leg day."
Yeah, don't skip leg day. You just needs to be able to hold the center and just get proper technique too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. I agree with I don't know. I just know he's a offensive weapon. I know he'll help out RJ. He seems like he'll help out RJ immediately. I just want to get that boy some space so he can go to work.
Yes, sir.
Because everybody was complaining about, once RJ gets to the NBA, he's gonna have the space. It's not gonna be like he's in Duke, and it's just like he's in Duke right now in the Knicks.
Yeah, it's just not built for his strengths right now. Wes, how you feeling, bro? Yep. Hello? I think we lost Wes. We had Wes.
Okay.
Wes, you still there? Wes going once? All right. We'll see if Wes comes back. We got Will from LI in the building. Will, what's going on, man?
What's going on, y'all?
How you feeling, bro?
I hope y'all doing safe with the whole quarantine and everything.
Yeah, as good as can be, man. Good as can be, Good to be talking hoops.
Good to hear. Good to hear, man. Good to hear. Listen, man, and I'm not gonna lie, but I'm probably like 2 drinks in.
No doubt, man, no doubt.
Okay.
It's all good, bro.
Nice. Okay.
It's all good.
Listen, man, I've been watching some videos on YouTube, man. And, all these content creators for the basketball side are trying to make some content. And I'm just like, okay. But then I see the one that hits me. It's, what if the Knicks didn't trade KP?
Oh.
Like, oh, man.
Oh, man.
I'm not going to give them no clout because they don't need that. They don't need that. But listen, man. I went back to the video when he got traded, and it was just I was right, man. I'm gonna be on my Ari shit right now. I was right.
Wait, what? Right about what? Right about what?
Right in the sense of that we should have called his bluff.
Should have.
Telling him, because there's never been a person, a superstar that got traded. I mean, that didn't accept the extension. So it's like, and then I went and I looked up some videos of how he's doing on Dallas, and I'm just like, oh man, we're talking about stretch fours, and we had one.
We had one.
We
We
had one.
had one, man. Appreciate the call. Well, listen, we had one, JLs. I mean,
you think his brother? You think? You trust his brother wasn't going to stay in the league?
I think. What I think, I'll speak for myself.
Okay.
On that night of the trade, I think some fans like myself got caught up in the spin that came out there and was blaming everything on him and his brother. I think we should have been a lot smarter than to just completely buy, because there's always 3 sides to the story, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I'm sure his brother, who's his manager, who's his handler, who's his advisor, who's gonna look out for his best interests, was probably yeah, he could have been power tripping. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I also think that there was probably an element of distrust in the direction of the team. Can you blame them? The answer is no. You know what I mean? Let's be real here. And I think when the clock struck 12, it seems like the Knicks blinked and got a terrible deal for him. And so I don't know. I can't sit here and tell you that it would have definitely worked out.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he just had enough.
I can definitely say that I kind of feel like at the time there was a bunch of little stuff going on, but I definitely feel like Enes Kanter was bugging out at that time. Him and Fitz was going back and forth.
Yes.
Enes Kanter was close to KP.
I
honestly feel like
I think that could have been part of it.
I feel like that kind of pushed it over the edge.
Yeah, why not? How about the Melo trade? And all that was going down with Phil, all that could have led up to it, man. Phil trying to trade KP during the Frank draft.
Man, how happy? Shoot. If we got Booker,
you know.
Remember we said no to Booker for KP.
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's listen, let's be real. It's gonna come down as one of the worst trades in Knicks history. Right up there with the Bargnani trade. It's gonna be one of the worst, Jails. It's gonna be one of the worst because here it is now. We're looking for somebody like him to help and compliment RJ and Mitch. You could have had KP. You could have had RJ. You could have had Mitch and still go into this draft knowing you're gonna be a lottery team still, and go get your point guard.
Yeah. For real, yo, for real.
Oof. Now we're cooking.
Yeah, now we're cooking. I still remember I came on a program and I said I would trade KP for AD and people was mad at me. I still remember.
I'm sure.
I was like, I'd do it. I'm sorry, I would.
Mm-hmm.
In the heartbeat. It's all right though.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure. Let's see what people in the chat say. I think somebody said the only problem was who they traded him for. Yeah, it was a terrible deal.
It was terrible.
It was a terrible deal, man.
Oh, it was all in the hopes of KD, man. It was all hopes of KD. What if?
Absolutely.
What if KD didn't sprain his Achilles?
Yeah. Let's get into those.
What if he didn't? What if KD didn't kill his Achilles?
Yeah.
Then would the trade be worth it, CP? Because that might have changed his.
Well, sure.
Jalen Rose said that KD was coming.
Everybody thinks if he didn't tear it, he would have came. Yeah, of course that would have changed everything. You know, of course it would have changed everything. But damn. Michael Parker in the chat, JL's number one fan of the show. He says salute to the chat, salute to the mods, salute to CP and J Ellis. What are your thoughts on Daniel Oturu from Minnesota? I think he might be the best center in the draft on the low. A lot of people have been talking about him, J Ellis. Yeah. A lot of people have been talking about him. I gotta look at him some more.
Yeah, I don't know that much about him.
Yeah. A lot of people have been talking about him. Daniel Oturu out of Minnesota. Let's see what's going on with him. See what's going on right now. Let's take a look. See what we see. So to everybody in the chat once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. We got about closing in on 400 in the chat, JLs.
Not bad.
So to everybody watching on Facebook as well, definitely don't forget you guys. Appreciate you guys for coming through. All right, let's see if we can find some clips on young Oturu here. Let's see what's going on. Man, did you see Fred the Godson passed away, bro?
Yeah, man.
Wow.
I didn't even see that till like later in the night. I was like, what? This virus is no joke.
Fred the Godson, bro.
Salute. Godson. Rest in peace.
Ooh, trying to find some Daniel Oturu here. Okay, all right, let's see what's going on. Here. All right, let's see. Zoom in a little bit. See what he's looking like. Okay, mid-range.
Mid-range.
Right, let's see him in the post barbecue chicken. Oh, turnaround. Oh,
all right.
Okay. Oh, like half my screen cut off. Hold on. Everybody in chat probably looking like, yo, I can't see anything. My fault, man. My fault to the people in the chat. Hold on. Let's make this a little bit bigger. See these Daniel Oturu joints. You know what? I'm just gonna download this and then
upload it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then upload it. But yeah, I mean, back to the basket game looks pretty strong. Here he is against Michigan State. Oh, face up. Yeah, he looks like a scrapper, JLs.
All right, we need those.
Looks like a scrapper. Daniel Oturu averaged 20 and 11, double-double with 2.5 block shots and 31 starts.
Woo.
It's filthy. That's filthy, bro. So, I mean, if you want to look here, at 38, where are they estimating him to go here in the draft?
240
2.5 blocks. Oh, get that out of there.
It's 6'9", huh?
Ooh, get that out of there. This kid plays pretty tenacious, man. It's pretty tenacious. I gotta download those highlights. Daniel Oturu. What do you guys think about Daniel Oturu in the chat? Leave a comment and let us know. It's Michael Parker's sleeper pick. Daniel Oturu, JLs. Yeah, you know what? Somebody definitely DM me about this kid as well. It's like, yeah, definitely check him out. Daniel Oturu could be a pickup. Hey, as long as we come out of this draft with a shooter and a point guard, anything else you guys want to get with that third pick? Hey, I'm happy. I'm good.
I'm all about shooting.
I'm all about it. This kid looks like he can play some defense. He's scrapper. Yeah, I always love those 20 and 10, 2.5 blocks, Shales.
That's insane. Okay.
Yeah.
6'9".
Yeah.
He's taking Wooten. He's taking. We still got Wooten in the clip.
Listen, I'm cool with Kenny, but I mean, this kid looks like he could actually put the ball on the floor and score. You know what I mean? He's not just a lob threat.
That's true. That's true.
So
that versatility going.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good with Kenny, but not gonna wait around for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, man.
Keep what you kill.
Yeah. So Will
40% from 3. Okay. I see.
Yeah. Yep. So Will started us on this. My mouse just froze. Will started us on this. What if track, and so when I saw this Magic Johnson article by Mike Vorkanoff of The Athletic, you read Mike's stuff, JLs?
Yeah. I didn't read the Magic one. Wait, I think I heard about it though. But I do read Mike's stuff. He writes really. I like his stuff.
Yeah, he's very good, man. He's
really
very good. Very good. So shout out to Mike Vorkanoff.
I'm subscribed to The Athletic.
Yeah. So his article, he's talking about a time when Magic talked about playing for the Knicks, Shales. That Magic once upon a time
I don't want to read that.
Was interested in playing for the Knicks.
I don't want to read that.
Based on a conversation with Pat Riley in the 96. I swear, we are the only team in sports with the greatest mythological team of what ifs ever. Ever. I'm gonna just go through some of this, man.
Why?
Because it's just like these things always pop up, man, during the dead time of basketball. I'm telling you. And you always find a new one. How
many almost championships we would have had?
Yes, almost championships. So supposedly Magic and Pat Riley had once talked about this, about him coming to the Knicks. This was a 1996 article in the Daily News where Magic says, I wanted it to be with the Knicks, but we couldn't work it out. It was a little bit more than just talk. We had talked about it, what it would take, the whole thing, and the Lakers said no, and that was the bottom line. That's what he said.
Oh, my God.
So then Vorkanoff interviews Magic's agent, who categorically denies it, said it never happened.
Nah, I don't believe you.
I don't believe it, man. Because remember, Magic had left in 91, right after he got the HIV, then came back in 96. In 96, he was still putting up numbers, 14-7.
Yeah, he's still looking right.
Yeah, 14-7. Now the article even says that Magic's fascination with the Knicks goes back to 92, Jay Ellis, when he was trying to come back and the players kind of blackballed him. He was talking to Jerry Buss about trying to trade him to the Knicks, and Jerry Buss basically said no.
Damn, hater.
Said no, Jay Ellis.
Gotta be. Oh my gosh, Magic with the Heat. Oh God.
Imagine Magic on the 92-93 Knicks.
92-93.
I mean, first of all, yeah, but to see the thing is that you would have to have traded Mason. You probably would have had to have traded Starks.
Yeah.
And maybe like Greg Anthony.
So
Yo, Mace was my guy. I mean, come on, man. That's Starks.
No, I know, no. Mace is the guy.
Listen, that's a 60-point team, man. But
I feel you.
I think
it's not a slight to Knicks legends, Mace and Starks, and especially placing my heart for this guy, but that's Magic. So
I mean, you could have had a lineup. You could have had Magic, either Hubert Davis or Blackman at the 2. You could have had if you wanted Charles Smith at the 3, Oakley and Ewing.
I could play at the man. Listen,
That would have been filthy, man.
I was
6'8" Magic.
I was
running with Ewing.
I could have been running with them, and we won the shit.
Yeah, that would have been golden, man. How about MJ, JL? So you remember the MJ story that he was nearly a Knick? You guys remember this story?
Wait, did I miss that one?
Oh, see, this is brand new for you, man. So what happened was, and this kind of ties into The Last Dance. And in terms of Jordan's being disgruntled with Krause and everything like that, because even though The Last Dance not focused, but the second episode kind of tailored around Pippen being unhappy with his contract, Jordan also signed a long 8-year contract as well.
I did hear this. I did hear this.
Yeah. And
I was like, back in the day, I was like, hell no. I wanted to beat Jordan.
Yeah.
That was the one.
Right.
My spirit wouldn't allow me to have Jordan on the Knicks.
Yeah.
Like, it was just too weird.
So he also signed a long-term deal. I remember Reinsdorf, the owner, was like, once you sign this deal, don't come back to me to renegotiate. So basically at 9-6, things come to a head and he wants his deal. And basically the Knicks, this is the off season where the Knicks ended up signing Houston, Chris Childs, and Buck Williams.
Okay.
And trading for LJ.
So that would
so they ended up getting approved from the league to circumvent the cap to offer Jordan a $25 million deal. This is the Knicks, who was owned by Cablevision at the time. They were gonna give him some money from Cablevision just to get it up to 25.
Jesus.
And so David Falk, as the story goes, David Falk, who's Jordan's agent, goes back to the Bulls. Obviously, they don't know, was he bluffing, was he not bluffing? Bulls end up giving him 30. Or 33, something like that. If you watch The Last Dance, Basketball Reference has a great page dedicated to The Last Dance with just like odds and ends stats and stuff like that. That year, that 97 season, 97-98, Jordan was making more than like Pippen, Kukoc, Robert Curry, like something else combined, bro.
And
the salaries was crazy.
I mean, except for Pippen. He should probably get more, but he should be getting paid the way he was getting paid. Without a doubt. It's not even thought.
Crazy, man.
And even if you think about it right now, ain't nothing. But it's
yeah, man. So that was MJ. MJ could have been in it. You had Dr. J. You had Dr. J. Ellis. You had Dr. J. When the Nets were looking to merge into the NBA, right? The Knicks basically told the league, they said, listen, we're not going to have this other team come here into the league without and into our market without paying a premium. So the Knicks wanted a payment for the Nets to step into the New York market, jails.
As they should.
As they should. And as the story goes, the Nets offered Dr. J. And the Knicks basically said that's not enough. And they traded in Philly. Trade in Philly.
Lord.
As the legend goes.
Oh my God.
As the legend goes, man. It's a lot of myths, man. It's a lot of myths. This one, I think I told you this one about this 2K10 cover with Kobe. that Spike Lee got his hands on. Who claimed that 2K had heard Kobe might be coming to the Knicks and made a cover for 2K10.
Lord, I definitely heard about that Kobe Knicks rumor.
So Spike ended up having Kobe sign it. It's interesting though that there are articles that said Kobe was he thought that the Lakers could end up amnestying him in 2009 or 2000 and I believe it was 9. It could have been before that. And then if they did, he would have signed with the Knicks.
That's my what if the Knicks didn't sign Allen Houston to that $100 million deal?
Mil. Yeah.
There would be no amnesty. There would be no Allen
That's
Houston
right.
rule.
That's right.
That Allen Houston rule changed the league.
That was the Allen Houston rule, man. Changed the league, bro. Absolutely right.
That means Chauncey Billups would still be a Knick and retire.
Absolutely right. Okay, TM said the Kobe thing was 05. Kobe was 05. So I don't know where 2K was getting their intel from, but that was a huge myth. You had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, J. Ellis, threatened the Lakers in 81 to trade him to the Knicks to finish out his career. It was said that Kareem was tight about Magic had signed a 25-year, $25 million deal with the Lakers. And if you watch the, I believe it was the Jordan and Bird, remember the Magic and Bird documentary that came out? The 30 for 30?
Yeah.
So it was said that at that time, when he got that deal, it kind of alienated the locker room because it felt like, Jerry Buss had kind of adopted him as his son, so to speak. And Jerry Buss came out with comments that Magic was like family. And so Kareem took umbrage with it. And so Kareem tried to pressure a trade to the Knicks until Jerry Buss tried to cool him down. And they eventually, cooler heads prevailed. Imagine that. 81. When did Bernard get to the Knicks? Bernard get to the Knicks about... Let's see, when did Bernard King get to the Knicks? Bernard King got to the Knicks in 83 or 2?
3 or 4.
Let's see.
Bernard King.
Bernard got there in... He got there in 82. That's what I said. 82, 83.
Close.
Oof. So before the Dream Bernard Ewing tandem, could have possibly had a Bernard Abdul-Jabbar tandem.
Yo, man.
Lethal, JLs. Lethal. I'm killing the chat right now. They're killing it. I'm killing the possibilities of our greatness.
Everybody's throwing up.
The possibilities of our greatness was endless, JLs.
The almost Kareem.
It was endless.
Jordan, almost Kobe. Oh my God.
The almost. That is the Knicks for you. Listen, Kareem was still putting up numbers, man. 81 is 23, 24 and 8, 21 and 7, 21 and 7, 22 and 7, 23 and 6. When he retired, JLs, he was still averaging 10 and 4. 85 is still averaging 23 and 6. Kareem, the almost Nick.
Kareem the Dream, almost the
Kareem
Nick.
the Dream. How about what was the other one I had? I had one more for you guys.
One more heartbreaker.
One more heartbreaker.
Apple says and me.
Well, this one wasn't really a heartbreaker though. This one was actually not the worst thing to happen, but it still wasn't the best, and that was Grant Hill. Knicks went after Grant Hill twice. They went after Grant Hill in 2000. 2000. And he was on their list. He was legitimately interested in the Knicks. He was interested in the Magic, and I believe it was the Miami Heat. There were 3 teams he was interested in.
I remember that.
The Knicks weren't able to sign him outright, so they were going to have to negotiate a sign and trade. Part of the sign and trade was going to be trading Patrick Ewing, which Grant Hill wasn't for. So he ends up accepting the sign and trade to the Magic, Him and T-Mac team up. He's never the same after Detroit basically broke his ankles down.
Yep.
And that was basically it.
He was Steph Curry before Steph Curry.
And then they tried to go after him again in 2009. I think these are two legit times. They really could have got him. But, I mean, obviously he was never the same player after he left Detroit.
Man. He struggled. He always seemed like, he's putting it together.
Yeah.
Looks like Grant Hill is, it's like, damn.
Yeah, he would come back like 5 games, be done.
Yep.
Yeah.
He dodged the bullet that one.
But even though he didn't want him to trade you, and look at this package that they tried to send out to recruit Grant Hill back in '96 jails. First of all, it was rumored that they put Seinfeld in some sort of pitch. Star Jones.
Oh wow.
Chaz Palminteri.
Go getters.
Matthew Modine. Michael Imperioli, he played Christopher in Sopranos. Peter Boyle, Dave Checketts, who was the old executive, and Van Gundy. That was the crew that they had to try to bring Grant Hill back to MSG, man.
That's funny. That's why I want to see these pitch meetings, man.
Crazy, man. This is why we don't get anything. This is why we can't have nice things, Jails.
Yeah, this is why we can't.
Star Jones.
Star Jones.
Let's bring Star Jones.
That
on
was
the
the
jet.
heavy hitter. They was like, ooh, you gonna get him this one.
Let's give me Christopher from The Sopranos and let him talk to Grant Hill. See what they could talk about.
Seinfeld, okay.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know.
Complete dud, man.
Grant Hill, though, I don't know.
Complete dud.
I don't know. Maybe they had to get maybe Chris Rock or something. That would have been better.
Chris Rock, Chris Rock maybe would have gave him a better chance, but
you got to cater to your audience, man.
Star Jones, bro.
Star Jones.
They brought Star Jones. Who was in charge of that, man?
Oh gosh.
Who was the brand consultant that said, "Yeah, let's bring Star Jones to the meeting"?
That's gonna seal.
That should seal the deal. Star Jones should do it. Yeah, man. It's ugly, man. Ugly. And then you had, of course, the summer of LeBron, JLs. The summer of LeBron, man.
I'm not doing this.
Frenzy.
I'm not doing this, CP.
The spectacle. The drama.
That wasn't even an almost. This is a count.
The embarrassment. It was hyped as an almost, bro.
It was hyped as an almost.
Happening.
That wasn't happening.
It was hyped.
Definitely was a hype, but that wasn't. No.
It was hype, man. Picking Connecticut to make the decision. Remember when it had leaked? I pulled up a post back page when he had gave him a second meeting, but he never showed up. Oof. Terrible, man.
Yeah, definitely terrible.
Terrible.
I've held a grudge ever since.
Right in our backyard, man. Who shambles in the chat? Right in our backyard, man. Right in the back. Right in the back, man.
The chat is not happy.
Hey, man. Listen. He wasn't coming. But listen, the hype. If anybody's old enough to remember that, tell them, JLs. The hype was real, bro.
No, the hype was real, man.
You think it was realer than the KD hype? Stronger than the KD hype? I thought the KD hype was very strong too, though.
The KD hype, it's It's as strong as it could be without social media, dude.
Yeah.
I remember that was the days when I was on Pro Sports Daily. That was before I was on Pro Sports Daily, hitting refresh, hitting every rumor, and I just knew reading all them damn articles that it was gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it was gonna happen. It was super hyped, man.
I think the KD hype was stronger because it was hyped as a one-team race.
Yeah.
Whereas LeBron, remember Chicago, they thought had a chance. They thought the Nets had a chance. Miami, Knicks, and Cleveland, of course.
The only reason I might say the LeBron one was hyped was because that one, you know what? I'm gonna take the LeBron one only because LeBron's joint had marketing behind it, yo.
Yeah.
That joint they had TV cameras. It was branded as a decision.
Yeah.
It had like
you thought that was like Madison Avenue, box office. Like that had to be New York. What else could it be?
They had advertisements tuning in 8 o'clock to see where LeBron. Like that was
This guy went to Connecticut to tell people. He went from Cleveland to Connecticut to tell people he's going to Miami. Like, come on, man.
Yo, and then CP, you turn it on. Oh, decision, and then they would like talk a little bit, and he's like, "All right, gonna say decision," and he's like, "Oh, we'll be right back." It's like,
yeah, that was Mav, man. That was Mav and Rich Paul. That was the beginnings.
We'll be right back.
That was the beginnings, man.
It was like mad all these theatrics just to be like, I'm taking my talents to South Beach. He was like, oh, I was like,
went from Cleveland to Connecticut behind the Knicks training facility to tell people who's going to Miami, man. Can't make it up, Sales, man.
Can't make it up.
Cannot make it up. So to everybody in the chat once again, I want to shout out Nick Saina Shales sends us a $20 super chat. Appreciate you, Nick. Definitely appreciate it, man. And yeah, man, everybody in the chat, definitely be easy. Be safe out there. Definitely want to say once again, rest in peace to Fred the Godson, JLs. He
rest in peace to Fred Godson.
Passed away due to complications with COVID-19. I think he had asthma, and he definitely had asthma as he displayed publicly. But I'm not sure if there were other ailments. Yeah. But say that to say, you know, like I say on every show, man. Everybody's been impacted by this, you know, whether directly, indirectly, 6 degrees of separation, you know, people have definitely been impacted by it. So just continue to stay safe, you know, continue to stay safe, do what you got to do to stay strong physically, mentally, all of that.
Vitamins.
You know, take your vitamins, drink water, vitamin C, all of that. Do your exercises and everything.
All that.
Yeah, yeah. Fred the Godson was a Knicks fan too, JLs. Yeah. If you Google it, he's got some old interviews where he's hyping up Winsanity and everything. He was a big Knicks fan. So rest in peace to Fred the Godson. There was a couple other Knicks fans that was impact. DJ Trace, you guys following him on Instagram. DJ Trace. He didn't pass. He had it. He got out. He's good now. He's back to normal. But he came to one of our meetups. DJ Trace.
Okay.
Came to one of our meetups. So salute to him. I'm glad to hear that he's doing all right. And yeah, man. Let's get back to it this weekend, JL. So we'll probably pop in for another live stream, catch up with the people. Salute to everybody that called in. JLs, let's go ahead and sign out, man.
Oh yeah, yo. Definitely check out the old episode of SoundCloud off Nick Time Show on SoundCloud.com/NickTime Show. Also check us out on YouTube.com/NickTime Show. My guy Ken just dropped a new article called The Blueprint 2. Not to confuse with Jay-Z's Blueprint 2. It's on NickTimeShow.com. Definitely read that. He talks about the direction Knicks should go in to build their team. And yeah, that's it, man. That's all. Also, I got merch too. Got phone covers, got all that. Shout out to people. I just got a silver phone cover, a Knox phone cover. Shout out to that. Got Knox tees, Frank Lucina, Mitch, all that stuff. So definitely check that stuff out too. The merch on NickTimeShow.com. That is all. Back to you, CP.
Yes, sir. Good show, JLs. And salute to everybody for joining us, man. Almost hit 400 people, JL. So tonight we just wanted to rap, just talk, and take people's mind off of things. Remember, this show is available in audio podcast format. That's Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon Alexa, and Stitcher. So if you can't catch it on video, you can always catch it in audio podcast format. Everybody that left us a super chat, whether the super chat down below, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, we appreciate all of the donations. We appreciate all the support and giving back to the channel. Not mandatory, you know, we know these are tough times right now, especially with the economy. So if you can't donate, there's 3 things that we need you to do, and that is absolutely free, but it's very valuable to us. That's hit that thumbs up button, share these videos, share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, text your friend, email, whatever, and also subscribe to the channel and the notification bell so you don't miss the next show. All right, Jails, let's get out of here, man. Salute to all the mods once again. Delano, Rome, TM, Dave, everybody that was in here. Will, appreciate it. Ari, keep your head up. John Talento, appreciate it. Who you want to shout out, JLs?
Yeah, shout out to the squad over here too. Shout out to Fritz. Shout out to
Fritz.
Fritz Alessandro. Always shout out to my guy Craig Williams. Shout out to John Talento. Shout out to TM mods. Shout out to Craig Williams. Shout out everybody, man. And for guys who talk about vitamin D, because so somebody say you can get vitamin D outside. Yes, you can get vitamin D outside. But for melanated people, like,
you gotta take your supplements, man.
Yes, a lot of health problems come from for melanated people, meaning black people, from lack of vitamin D.
Lack of vitamin D, yeah,
especially cancer and things of that nature. So that's why I also include vitamin D in my little rant.
Yeah. Now you're right. I can tell you firsthand. I've had it. You know what I mean? I suffer from it. You know, when you're not getting as much sun as you can, you definitely got to supplement that somehow. So definitely vitamin D is important. So make sure that you guys are getting that in. All right, Tails. Let's catch up with them this weekend, man. See you guys. Peace.